Ohayo minasan. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a furin, which is hello, which is a Japanese wind chime bell. So this wind chime is super easy to make. You only need 2 colors, a few beads, and very basic crochet skills. So I am using a 3.5mm crochet hook and a 4-ply yarn, acrylic. You can use any kind of yarn you want and any size correlating hook you want. I use a smaller hook just so my stitches are a little tighter, but you can use anything you want, it'll get the job done. So I'm first going to make a magic ring, and to do that I'm going to take 2 fingers and lay my yarn tail down, cover it with my thumb, wrap around, and then make an X. And then I'm going to put my hook under the first and then over the second and then twist. And then you're going to chain 1. So to begin, I'm going to put 8 single crochets into the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to tighten that magic ring, and then you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. And then chain 1. And then into each single crochet you're going to put 2 single crochets, so a single crochet increase. So 1 in the first, 2 in the first, and that is a single crochet increase. And then you're going to do that all the way around until you have 16. And just to double check, I like to do a count all the way to the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then slip stitch into that first single crochet. Then chain 1, and into this single crochet we're going to make just 1 single crochet, and then in the next we're going to put an increase, so you're going to put 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And then in the next you're just going to put 1 single crochet, and then the next stitch you'll put 2. So you're going to repeat that pattern, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and you're going to repeat that all the way around. All right, and then you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. Now we have this sort of flat disc, and that is going to be the top of our bell. So now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet all the way around. So chain 1, insert your hook into that first stitch, and then go all the way around. And this is how we're going to start getting that bell shape. So you're going to do another round of just single crochets all the way around. And you're going to do a round of single crochets all the way around 2 more times. So now we have this little bell shape, and now we are going to do a decrease round. So to do that, chain 1, 1 single crochet, and then decrease. So to do a decrease, go through the first stitch, pull up a loop, second stitch, pull up a loop, and pull through all 3 loops. Single crochet, and then a decrease. So to do that, one more time, pull up a loop again, and pull through all 3 loops. Then slip stitch into the first single crochet really tight. Now we have a shape that looks like this. So now we're going to fasten off. So chain 1, pull super tight, and then you're going to cut this. Oh, these scissors suck. Alright, so now we're going to weave in these ends so they don't get in our way. So now I'm going to grab my secondary color, which is white, and we're going to be making the charm of the furin. So to do that, we're going to make a slip stitch, and to make a slip stitch, you're going to take the tail end, drape it over one finger, and make sure this side is also draped over, and you're going to take the tail end and cross it over this way, and then take the other side and bring it over. And take this part of the yarn and pull over. And then insert your hook into the loop and pull down on that end. And now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's how long our charm is going to be. So we're going to make an additional chain 1, and then into the second chain from the hook you're going to put a single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet 1 in each chain all the way across, so you'll have 6 single crochets. Alright, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to put 6 single crochets all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and don't forget this last one. It can be a little tricky to get it in the first time. And 6. And you're going to chain 1 and turn and do the same thing all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now that I'm at the length that I want, I'm going to chain 1, pull super tight, and cut the yarn. So now you're going to take your primary color, and I'm going to insert my hook into this stitch right here. Chain 1, and then I'm going to put a single crochet, into the next stitch another single crochet, to the next another single crochet, and you're going to single crochet all the way across. So now you're going to turn, and in the stitch you put the last single crochet in, you're going to put another single crochet in. But make sure your work is turned this way, so the single crochet will be facing this way. And then insert your hook into wherever there is a hole all the way across and put a single crochet in. So see how there's a hole right there? You're going to put a single crochet right in there. And there's one right there, so you're going to put a single crochet in there. So wherever you see there's a hole, you're going to put a single crochet in. And this is going to just create our border for the charm. So now that you've reached here, you're going to put one single crochet facing this way, Then you're going to turn and do a second single crochet facing this way, and then do 6 single crochets. Well, I should say 5 single crochets now, all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Just like before, we're going to turn this way and insert a single crochet into that last single crochet we just did. So you'll have a total of technically 7 all the way across. So now, just as we did before, anywhere there is a hole on the edge, you're going to put a single crochet. Oops. And then once you reach the end, you're going to find that first single crochet and put a slip stitch. And you're going to cut. Alright, so now that both crocheted parts are complete, it is now time for assembly. So I'm going to cut a piece of my secondary yarn. Make sure it's longer than you think you need, because you can always cut it at the end. And I'm going to fold it in half, like this. And I'm going to insert my hook into the center right here and pull that loop through. And then you're going to pull these 2 pieces and pull that tight. Now this would be the time to add charms if you want to add pearls. I'm going to add some pearls to this. So what I'm going to do is take this little pearl bead and feed my, I don't know what these are called, yarn puller through, or yarn feeders, I don't know. And then I'm going to feed my yarn into there, and then pull the bead through. And I'm just going to do 1. That's all it needs to me. So then, what you're going to do is poke your hook through the center there, and try to grab both pieces of yarn. If you can't, that's okay. You can always do one at a time. It won't make that big of a difference. Now what you're going to do is attach this piece to this. So what I did is I stuck my hook into the center and pulled up the strings and made sure that the ends were still attached like this, because this is going to be how you hang. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this inside out. And I'm going to tie these with a square knot. And don't pull tightly on the first one, because you're going to pull tightly on the second. And then I'm going to cut not too close. And then flip it right side out again. And you're done.